Let me ask you something raw. Have you ever said yes when everything inside you screamed no? Laughed at a joke that made you feel sick? Stayed quiet when you should have spoken up? Played small so others could feel big? If so, you're not alone. But you need to know the truth. Every time you betray yourself to be liked, a part of you dies. And you've been dying slowly for years. We live in a world obsessed with approval, a world that trains us since childhood to be polite, agreeable, nice. We're taught to make people comfortable, even if it means becoming uncomfortable in our own skin. But here's the hidden cost no one tells you. The more you try to be liked, the less you like yourself. Because deep down, you know the truth. You know when you've lied to fit in. You know when you've betrayed your own values. You know when you've swallowed your truth just to avoid conflict. And every time you do, it leaves a scar, not on your body, but on your soul. Plato warned us about this over 2,000 years ago. In the Republic, he tells the story of the ring of Gyges, a magical ring that makes its wearer invisible. Gyges, once a moral man, uses it to lie, seduce, and murder without consequence. The lesson? When no one's watching, our character is revealed. But today, it's worse. We don't need a magic ring. We hide in plain sight. We wear digital masks. We curate every word. We perform personalities. We become who we think people want and lose who we really are. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, the German theologian who resisted the Nazis, once wrote, "The fear of man is a snare. It traps us, because when you fear being disliked, you become manipulable. You compromise your voice to avoid rejection. You abandon your convictions to be accepted. But here's what they don't tell you. Being liked is not the same as being respected. Being liked often means being convenient. Being respected means being true. Think of the moments you regret most. Chances are, it's not when you told the truth, it's when you didn't. When you had the chance to speak up, to be real, to draw a boundary, but you didn't. And why? Because you wanted to be liked. But liked by who? People who only approve of the mask you wear? People who benefit from your silence? That's not connection. That's performance, and it's killing you. Nietzsche understood this well. He said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." But most of us don't have a why, because we've spent our whole lives chasing who. Who do I need to be for them to love me? Who do I need to become to be worthy? But the moment you define yourself by someone else's opinion, you've already lost. Let me tell you a story. A woman in her 30s walks into a boardroom full of men. She has an idea, bold, risky, brilliant. But she hesitates. What if they think she's arrogant? What if they dismiss her? What if they don't like her? So she stays quiet. Someone else pitches a watered-down version of her idea. They applaud. She smiles politely. But inside, something shatters. Not because her idea wasn't heard, but because she didn't say it. She betrayed herself, and no one even noticed. That's how it happens, not in dramatic betrayals, but in the tiny moments, the polite nod, the fake laugh, the silence when there should have been fire. And over time, those moments stack up like stones on your chest, until one day you can't breathe, and you don't even recognize yourself. You wake up wondering, how did I become this stranger? Carl Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But to do that, you must be willing to disappoint others. You must risk being misunderstood, rejected, even disliked. Because authenticity has a price, and it's not cheap. But the cost of betrayal? That's even higher. It's your integrity, your joy, your life. Machiavelli, often misunderstood as a manipulator, actually gave one of the most powerful insights into power. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Now, taken literally, this sounds cruel. But here's the deeper meaning. It's better to be respected for your boundaries than loved for your compliance. Because fake love built on falsehood is fragile. But respect rooted in truth, that's powerful. So how do you stop betraying yourself? Step 1, pause before you speak. Ask, am I saying this because it's true or because it's safe? Step 2, feel the fear and do it anyway. Fear is not a stop sign, it's a compass. Step 3, expect discomfort. Not everyone will like the real you, and that's okay. You're not for everyone, you're for you. Let me give you a truth that changed my life. Every time you abandon yourself to be liked, you teach your nervous system that your needs don't matter, and your body remembers. The tension in your jaw, the pit in your stomach, the tightness in your chest, that's your truth knocking. Let it in. One final story. There's a tree growing on the edge of a cliff. The wind howls, the rain beats down, the soil erodes. But the tree doesn't bend to win favor with the storm. It digs deeper, it anchors in truth, and it stands. That's what you must become. Not the tree that pleases the weather, but the one that grows regardless. Here's the last thing I'll say. You weren't born to be liked. You were born to be real, to be whole, to be you. And the moment you stop betraying yourself, you won't need to chase love, because you'll realize you already are what you've been seeking. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button and like.